IVM.
There's a quick survey to fill out on ivmpodcast.com/survey. It lets us know a little bit more about who's listening to us. And you know what? We're going to do a few prizes. So, we'll do a random drawing of maybe 10 people and we'll send you all some swag. Remember, that's ivmpodcast.com/survey where you can fill out the survey.
Hello! Welcome to another episode of IVM Likes. I am Antariksh Thakkar, your host, joined by my co-host Snayhil. Hello, Snayhil.
Hello, Antariksh. What's up?
All great, man. Thanks
What,
for
you guys
asking.
forgot about me?
No, that's the next thing, huh? Then I was gonna say Snayhil.
I was getting FOMO for 2 seconds.
I was gonna say Snayhil. Who are we joined by today? But this attention-seeking person, this has no chill.
Yeah. Zero.
All right.
Hi, I'm Zalak.
Yes, Zalak. You are the previous co-host of mine
Yes.
on this podcast. Well, yeah, I feel sad, man.
Yeah,
when
I
co-hosting.
feel sad.
Yeah, dude. I kind of miss having Zalak around. But oh well.
Oh well.
Snail, you're awesome. Don't worry.
What's up? How are you, Antariksh?
I'm great. Snail also asked that. Thank you. all of you, man. You guys asked. Now that'll be, so we record the intro of the episode after the episode. So now you'll ask me again after.
Yeah, after 3 minutes.
Yes, great. So basically we're doing a little special intro because we want to talk about, but it's not the main topic of the episode, but we want to talk about the new Thor Love and Thunder trailer, which the three of us have seen.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the new MCU movie with Thor Love and Thunder.
I'm
And,
super excited.
Yeah, we are doing an episode on dating, so love is kind of in the mix somewhere. So I thought it would be apt.
Yeah,
It's not
same
really,
tangent.
It's not.
Same
It's not really apt, but well, we make it work. What are you guys think of the trailer?
The moment Sweet Child of Mine
Yeah.
started playing, I was
Sweet
like,
Child of
बस यही है, यही तो थी पिक्चर. बस हो गया, मेरा
हो गया.
वहीं पे हो गया.
What are your expectations though from it?
यार,
I'm expecting a great movie, man.
Yeah.
I have no
Exactly.
expectations.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi has already proven himself repeatedly to me with What We Do in the Shadows, with Thor Ragnarok, which is one of my favorite MCU movies till date. Even
Thor.
Jojo Rabbit was great. So
Yeah.
this guy is a great director, man. He's gonna do something hilarious, something great,
Yeah.
and something awesome.
I'm pretty
and,
sure.
To Natalie Portman as Thor looks
Yes.
bad as hell.
hammer is
Yeah.
back, the real
Yeah.
hammer is back.
Yeah, that's the broken hammer. Can you tell?
I couldn't tell.
So that's the hammer that Hela broke in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah.
That's you can see that's the cracked hammer
cracks
that has
hai.
been joined together.
Yeah.
So I imagine what happens is that Natalie Portman proves herself to be worthy at some point.
और फिर वो अपने आप जुड़ जाता है.
Yeah, that's what. No, it's one of those, man. It's like the Mjolnir has a mind of its own, or a soul of its own, or what have you, and is able to be reformed by the power of Thor or Odin.
Whoever's
or
worthy.
Whoever is, yeah. I guess whoever's worthy, yes. So Thor could have reformed it himself, but he didn't try and just went and got his other axe. Groot and thingy. But yeah, I'm expecting great things from the movie.
Yeah. You can expect another episode about this in May.
What are
After
the
its release.
cool moments that were there in the trailer though? I like we
Zeus.
saw a lot of Zeus was there in the trailer. Yes, the Greek god Zeus
Yeah,
being
Zeus
introduced.
is there.
Who is the Greek god of thunder versus the Norse god of thunder. And that's gonna be pretty bad, goddamn
Yeah.
awesome, man. So then there are rumors of Beta Ray Bill.
3 Thors in this movie.
Sorry?
What?
3 Thors in this movie.
3 Thors in the movie,
Thors.
yeah. So the assumption is that the 3 Thors are Thor himself,
Yeah.
Lady Thor, Natalie Portman. And the third thing is Beta Ray Bill, who was introduced, not introduced, but teased as a figurehead in Thor Ragnarok. When they are coming into the Colosseum, they see those 4 massive heads outside the Colosseum. One of them is Beta Ray Bill.
Oh.
From the comics. Who gets the power of Thor? It's like this whole thing. Just look it up. It's actually a better story than I'll be able to explain right now. So,
Definitely.
yeah, look that up. So, I imagine those are the 3 Thors because it would make sense. And we still haven't seen Christian Bale's Gore, the God Butcher. But again, that should also be great.
So they've officially released the plot of the movie, na?
They have.
Yeah.
So, again, you know what is interesting though? The villain of this movie, we are told, is Gore, the God Butcher, who has a weapon called the Necrosword. The Necrosword is the sword comics made by a being called Null. Okay, Nknull. He is the deity or the god of darkness or what have you, right? Of darkness and similar things. And he is also the god symbiote. He's a symbiote god. That means he's the venom and all. Venom is an alien, right? The venom symbiote is an alien. And so he is the god. Null is the god of all the symbiotes that exist in this entire universe. Okay,
Ooh.
and that storyline, no, is one of the greatest storylines that has happened.
What?
I could hear Pragati's yawn.
We could hear your yawn.
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, sorry, it's one more minute, we'll be done. Pragati is also yours. Say hi to Pragati, guys. But anyway, so one of the great storylines is Null basically comes on Earth and basically venomizes or whatever, symbioteizes the entire Earth's population, dude. So
What?
all the Avengers become like Venom
Avengers.
Oh my
Venom
God.
Carnage kind of Avengers, and it's
In the comics.
great storyline. It's super dark. A lot of people die. A lot of cool blood and all gore everywhere. So yeah, if this movie leads into that, this would make the Venom character, the Tom Hardy Venom character, who has already been introduced in the MCU, make that a lot more prominent and a lot more cooler, in my opinion. Because up till now, I have not liked either of the Venom movies. So
Me
hopefully
neither.
this leads into that. That'll be great. But yes, that I think was enough talk about Thor Love and Thunder.
Yes.
We already wasted quite a lot of time talking about it. Let's meet after this break and talk about dating apps and stuff. All right. Bye-bye. See you after the break.
Working Monday to Friday glued to your chair making you feel dull? Worry not. Get your 5-minute weekly dose of travel around the world with postcards from nowhere. Join me every Thursday as I explore the strange, obscure, and fascinating parts of the world and bring out facets of travel you may not have thought of before. You can find us on the IVM Podcast app, website, or wherever you get your podcast from.
All right. Welcome back to IVM Likes. As I was before the break, I'm joined again by Snayhil and Zalak. But also joining the three of us is Pragati.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's
What's
up?
up?
Is this your third episode of IVM Likes? Am I to understand that correctly?
Am I not a pro by now?
I
I mean,
By what
yes,
has happened?
you are the proest of the pros, like in podcasting. It's like you're right up there with Joe Rogan now. It's Joe Rogan and then Pragati.
Yes.
Right.
Ganeri wala? Is that
Ganeri
wala?
wala.
Ganeri wala. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I mean,
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, wala is Ganeri wala.
So close.
Yeah, always. Snail, this is your fourth?
Third.
Third. Okay,
Ooh,
so you're
buddy.
You're tied,
Yeah.
man.
Nice.
Wow, we can have
Neck
a
to neck.
competition now.
Yes.
Like, who comes on next week? All right. And Zalak, hello again. What's up?
Hi. All
Okay,
good.
great.
How are you?
So, I'm great. Thank you for asking. Nobody asks me that, so I just move on when people don't ask me.
I do. I always ask you.
You're very nice. You're very nice. See, Snehal
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit.
I need to.
This is Zalak. Oh, it's cool. It's all good. So as we already discussed in the intro to this episode, we're gonna be talking about our dating lives in a way.
Yeah.
Like what we think of dating apps and how we've been using them in the last 2 years with the pandemic going on, etc., etc. So let's start with something basic. What's your personal relationships with dating apps? Let's start with Zalak. What about you?
I think for me, it's like there are times when I feel that I'm just lonely or whatever, or like I don't want to flirt with the people that I've already flirted with. So I
Oh, no.
download.
Okay then.
do any of you ever feel like it's so? I feel that I have like kind of a love-hate relationship with dating apps. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Because I feel that sometimes I feel that I'm addicted to dating apps. Just to the feel of the swipe,
Yeah.
just to be swiping, seeing a person and then deciding her fate.
Instant validation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Don't pretend like you swipe left, Antariksh. Don't pretend.
Okay, sure. It's about 1/4 of the times,
Sure.
1/7 of the times, perhaps I swipe left. It's mostly right. We all know.
Yeah.
But I do feel that like that I'm addicted in a certain way, which I find very disturbing for myself. And I see the pattern of being addicted where I'll get up in the morning or I'll be on the pot in the morning as you are, and by that I mean on the shit pot, not on pot, and I'll be on that. And I'll be swiping on Bumble and all, man. And I'll be like, what am I doing, dude? Like, why do I need to do this? Why do I feel the need to do this? It's not like I'm going to be forming connections with all these people anyway. Why am I even bothering? So do you guys ever feel this? Do you
So
guys
that's
have
what
this?
it's with me. I download whenever I
Yeah?
have those feelings. I download Bumble. Tinder, so I've given
you
up
keep
on.
deleting? Do you delete
Yeah, I
and download?
download Bumble. I talk for like 2-3 days with people. I get my
Oh,
satisfaction
okay,
and
it's-
then delete.
Okay, it's the
Until
attention.
you get that feeling again.
Do you like the attention then? Is what you're
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. I get.
I think
get
for
it.
a bit. But I'm just
Yeah.
too lazy to keep up with the conversations. I think
I
if
had a
even-
very, very bad. I don't know whether it was a bad experience or not. But so my first time that I downloaded Bumble, so I had this picture जिसमें there's this kitten जो मेरे shoulder पे है. And तो वो picture I thought cute है, ऐसा animal lover feels देगा, तो
And
मैं वो डाल देता हूँ.
Did the woman
Bumble.
say, "Okay, that's a very
नहीं. So what happened was एक match हुआ and then so Bumble पे girls text first, right? So match हुआ and the first message I received. This is the first ever message that I get on. So
That's possible.
So the message was, I see pussies like you already. And I was like, okay. And I was like,
You know what?
मुझे लगा हे आएगा.
Those are that's a double meaning sentence. Okay,
Yeah.
that can either mean she meets pussies like you already, or it means that pussies like you already. You know, like cats.
But wow, nice.
हाँ, मैं डर गया था bro.
Yeah.
I was like, अरे इतने सा मैं अभी हम साथ है देख के हटाऊं.
Yeah.
मैं डिलीट कर दिया बम्बल उसके बाद. I was like, नहीं
अरे
मैं I was like, hey व्हाट्सअप क्या हाल, नाम, फेवरेट कलर क्या है वाले दिन किधर गए हो.
No, even ASL. Just straight up.
यार ASL.
Okay,
You guys have never heard of ASL?
I know what ASL is.
Now you know.
Now
you know, yeah, because
You know since today morning. Pragati
What's
knows what it is.
ASL?
ASL is basically age, sex, location. Okay, it's
Okay.
it comes from the era of
Omegle.
stranger.
So you guys have
random
heard of
stranger
Omegle?
chats. Like
Yeah.
I haven't
Omegle,
actually.
chat roulette also was another one.
You've never been on Omegle?
I haven't even heard of Omegle.
You've never heard of Omegle?
You blessed, naive
Or
soul.
is
You sheltered life living.
पड़ा होएगा यार.
So हाँ,
Mumbai
yeah,
IT.
ये अब मुझे sad feel हो रहा है
यार,
अपने.
तो
She's
कभी
saying कभी जरूरत नहीं
Dude,
पड़ा.
but
Omegle.
I mean,
it's just
yeah,
it's
but-
fun sometimes. Sometimes I
Yeah,
don't
it
even
is, it
like
is.
go there
I
with
don't
any
know. Is it like a-
intention.
Oh,
Is it
do you
like-
still use it though?
No.
Yes, that's a yes. That's a yes.
You know the last time I
fine.
used
It's
Omegle.
fine.
What? Okay,
I
someone
know.
tell me what is it?
So Omegle is a website जहाँ पे you can like you go and you say that you want to chat and then the
No, you don't say that. You just click on a button.
हाँ
And it
obviously
connects
yeah,
you
she'll
with
not
a
say it to the
stranger.
computer.
It connects you with no, I thought you were like you could go and tell the AI, hey, I want to chat.
Hey Siri, please chat.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
So then the app, the website connects you with a random stranger across the world who is also using Omegle at that time,
हाँ.
and then you talk to him or her. It's usually a him.
और फिर उसके बाद दो
Yes.
options हैं. Do you want to just chat or do you want to have a video?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Never go video.
never go.
Never
video.
go video. As you can imagine,
Yeah.
just naked, disgusting
so this
dudes.
I know, is that like those online chat rooms? I didn't know like
It's
it was
ba-
called.
it's
Kind of.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
that. Except what you're thinking of is chat rooms where there are like chat rooms with specific topics to the chat rooms. Okay, oh, this one is talking about sex, this one is talking about adultery, this one is talking about fashion or what have you.
But Omegle पे everybody's talking about sex.
Everyone's talking about basically that only.
Basically
but
that.
you can talk about other stuff, but people just disconnect with you and go on to the next person.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I found a good friend on Omegle. Like that.
Friend
That's a new.
matlab, like-
So I'll tell you what happened was. I am not sending this link to my parents anyway of this podcast now. So Omegle पे रात को ऐसे 12:30-1 बजे I'm like चलो let's chat and then mostly bots होते हैं Omegle पे.
Yeah.
But तो one person started having a conversation with me. So I was like,
Suspicious.
bot तो नहीं है ये for sure. And then that person is like, I am from some US का कोई जगह
State,
she
okay.
said, and I was like, oh US ये वो ये बात करते हैं. And then we started talking, and then like 20 minutes in the conversation, she's like, yeah dude, are you real? And I'm like, yes I am.
Oh, wow.
So then she's like,
Elaborate.
actually I am not from US, I'm from Delhi. And I'm like, okay then.
Hey, you know what? I'm from the US actually.
I'm like, ठीक है, ये तो Delhi है, accessible. And then we started talking, and then she sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Was she a real person then?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet her?
Yeah, I met her, and
Oh,
then we went for coffee and something. So
Coffee
yeah.
and something. Something would have been nice. Okay.
अच्छे दोस्त बनाते हो आप.
You know, so there was another app called CHATOUS, Chatus or Chatus, however you want to say it.
Or
I'm
Chatos.
gonna call it Chatus for
Yeah,
sure.
it's definitely Chatus, right? But there was an app called Chatus, and on that app, I basically randomly talked with this girl we started talking for like a month or something on the app, and then we went off the app and we talked on MSN Messenger back in the day.
बहुत ही back in the day.
Yeah, I was like,
काफी
ये
back in
कब
the
है
day.
यार?
So this was a girl from Pakistan.
Ooh.
Okay, and we would do like sexting and shit. I just feel like this forbidden love from Pakistan and India, and it was pretty great. She told me about all these beautiful things. If you ever come to Karachi, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come to Karachi. But if you ever come to Karachi, you can see all these beautiful valleys and the beautiful mountains.
Like, so,
and I would look up these places on the internet. I'm like, yeah, they're gorgeous. I would love to go there. Dude.
How old were you? मतलब ये क्या हो क्या रहा है
एक
इधर?
second, मतलब you're talking to a girl and to meet her you go to Karachi. I'm for sure not going to see the
Of course
hills.
not, dude.
Like,
Of course not.
क्यों हसीन वादिया, you know?
वो
खुला
हंसी
आसमां.
वादियाँ खुला आसमां गानों में ठीक है, पर अगर कोई हिंदुस्तान से पाकिस्तान जा रहा है,
Dude, she was really pretty.
हाँ, तो all the more
Very
reason
pretty.
you'll not be looking at वादियाँ ना.
Yeah.
तो क्या बोलोगी?
No, so
I had such a
what I imagined what was
Meeri
what was
baat.
happening was that we were both youngish, right, at the time, and she was like, if you do come to Pakistan, which I wasn't again going to, but if you do come to Pakistan, you can't stay with me and my family, obviously. You figure out your own shit, and then you do your own shit in the day, and then meet me whenever you meet me. I was gonna say at night.
Exactly.
But you meet me whenever you meet me, and then we'll see what happens.
After all this Pakistan talks, I just want to say Bharat Mata ki jai.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
But,
Do you remember
Jai Hind.
her? Like, do you remember her name and everything?
I remember. I think it was Gia, but I'm not sure. I've thought about this recently, and I think
Why
it was
were you
Gia.
thinking about this?
Just randomly,
recently?
things come
yeah.
into your head, and like,
Yeah.
how can I forget names?
Like, what if मैं चला जाता कराची?
Yeah, exactly. I would be dead. I don't know. I don't know how to work.
Life would be different.
Yeah, great food though. I imagine in Pakistan. I just imagine like great food, like falling on top of you with like great kebabs and all in Pakistan. Yeah,
But
that's what I
basically, what I've gathered from this is that y'all actually like the talking and the small talk and
imagine.
like.
We did at some point.
At some point.
I mean, if
Is
like
there
things like
small talk?
so like I mean, like he said, like what's your favorite color and stuff like that. It's just that's my issue with like when he asked earlier, like what's your relationship with dating apps. My entire issue with this is this that you with everyone you just start the same thing like what do you do?
Oh,
yeah,
Where do you work?
हाँ,
Man,
मतलब
I
what
hate
did you
that.
study?
I hate
I
that.
got
And
so
I'm
right.
like,
it.
अब यार
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is there any small talk left now?
But मुझे बताओ ना फिर उसके अलावा क्या बात मतलब like how do you start a
you are
conversation?
वही
The thing
है,
is, no,
तो
you
मैं करती नहीं हूँ start में
No,
बस
no, no.
swipe करके छोड़
no, so sometimes you just hit it off with a person, and
Yeah.
that is the most. See, that is what we are all, I feel, searching for.
Yeah.
Like that magical chemistry that somehow happens with only like you get like one of those people in like a year maybe, you know, but you will get that person, and that's what you're searching for the entire time, because immediately there's a connection, immediately you're laughing at everything you each other say, and
Have you guys found that on Bumble? I mean, or like Hinge, whatever, on a
I
dating
found
app.
a perfect
On
my
a
perfect-
dating app.
on Tinder and on Bumble. One.
Tinder also, Hinge also, Bumble also. Again, so
I have
I
a
have a
very
joke.
good friend from Tinder.
I have a very good friend from Hinge.
Yeah.
I have a joke which I do, like it's just a throwaway joke, but the line is that I'm very serious about dating. I'm on 6 different dating apps. So you get it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of true. I was on 6 different dating apps till very recently. And
Also, there was this friend of mine. अच्छा, बस ऐसे 6 बोला आपने तो याद आ गया.
Okay.
So he had 6 girlfriends.
Oh, what?
Oh, sorry, 5 girlfriends. ठीक है.
Loser. This guy.
उसने अपनी 5th गर्लफ्रेंड ना अभी बस बनाई ही थी. So what he used to do was वो एक सेल्फी लेता था WhatsApp पे 5 को अलग भेजता था. And obviously गर्लफ्रेंड है तो वो ऐसा हल्के में तारीफ कर देती थी कि बहुत अच्छी है ये है वो है. And then he used to put that picture as his DP and status डालता था because she likes it.
Oh my
और
god.
सबको लगता था कि वो उसने उसके लिए डाली है.
Wow, that is
देख रहे हो?
diabolical, man. That's
क्या जमाना आ गया यार, ये
Man,
क्या हो रहा
dude,
है?
wait, you have to say it's at least impressive his thought process, how he arrived at
बहुत
that.
ज्यादा.
Dude, that is like
Is it?
मतलब
it's
but I'm just like people के पास like how do you?
there's nothing wrong with your voice, don't worry.
It is. I had a wild night last night.
Okay, let's not get into that, but go ahead. Was it dating related or wild night? Okay,
No.
go ahead. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Maybe not.
I mean, let's not. We don't need to know immediate details. but go ahead.
Immediate.
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering like how do people have the energy to like juggle इतने सारे like वो क्या
Same,
like
same.
एक के साथ बात करते करते मैं थक जाती हूँ.
बाप रे.
कि तू बोर्ड्स के साथ
I
कैसे
can't
कर
handle
रहा है
one
ऐसा?
conversation
Exactly.
at a
मैं एक
time.
के साथ ही थक जाती हूँ. बहुत बात करना पड़ता है.
Have any of you ever like been seeing multiple people at the same time?
Never.
No.
Never? You?
No.
I have.
I mean,
I've-
depends on
I've-
what
I've-
you.
There was a time where I had 3 different women just as sex buddies. You know?
So that's different.
Yeah,
that's
that's what I
different.
said.
That's
That you can
different.
have.
You said
No, but like they weren't friends, really.
no, but No, that's
But
different.
they were like,
No,
I'll
that's
just met them
not a-
online and
No,
okay,
there
we
were
weren't
no
dating.
feelings, there were no- yeah, then it's fine.
No, you said like that's what I was gonna say. Define
Uh-huh.
seeing, because you were like, were you dating them
Define,
all, or
yeah.
like were you
Yeah.
just hooking up with them?
Yeah,
or-
just okay.
DTR.
Yeah, that's what I-
DTR.
Define the
DTR.
relationship, sir. That's actually like, yeah, that's something
So
that
this-
we're gonna talk about in a bit.
So this is like a
Yeah.
funny thing, right? Like you said, were they all seeing? Like, have you guys been seeing like multiple people? And we all thought seeing meant dating, but you thought it meant
Yeah,
Mm.
I think
hooking up.
seeing means I'm seeing someone, and then dating means you're dating someone.
You literally just repeated
Yeah,
those
and that
words.
makes no sense.
But you understood
Yeah.
what I meant.
I
no?
didn't actually understand, because for me, seeing is dating.
Oh no.
No, seeing is different, dating is different. That
What
I
is
Yeah.
how do you what is the difference?
Seeing is, I think, very
Seeing
casual
is-
that way.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that is hanging.
No, that's
seeing
not
and hanging are the
hanging.
same.
Again.
Seeing and hanging are the same.
ये-
See,
ये
but again,
अलग
like hanging,
terms.
I feel is a step below seeing.
Yeah,
so it's
agree.
hanging,
Really?
and
Agree,
seeing,
yeah.
then dating.
What's
Yeah.
talking
and then marriage, and then you murder each other.
Yes, that is the plan.
No, but
you
what is
should follow.
talking then? If hanging is
Talking
even
is talking like how we are talking right now. It's talking.
no, when you say hey, I'm talking to this guy, what is it like?
Means literally you're talking. You haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
You haven't met him yet. You're literally just talking online. Yeah. I think your terminology is wrong.
I think it's talking, hanging, seeing / dating.
देखो भारतीय संस्कृति it's arranged marriage.
No. Talking is you are not. You haven't met in person
Yeah.
yet. You're still on the app.
Yeah.
No, you can still like no,
Yeah,
they're
on
not
WhatsApp.
app. This is like an offline thing now, and you all met,
You
and then
did
you're
meet.
like,
Then you're not talking anymore. You're seeing.
no,
No, you're hanging.
You're hanging. You might be
Yeah.
hanging.
but
Yeah,
we
you might be
only
hanging.
met like twice.
So then you're
But
seeing.
you met. You've hung out together, then it's hanging.
Oh, hung
It's
out
just so
together,
clear.
hanging.
No, but
Tenses में खेल रहे हैं.
नहीं यार.
so see, hanging out can also mean that you are getting physical, but also hanging out. You can be seeing and getting physical also. So there are like variations in everything, man.
Permutation
But-
combination बहुत हैं इधर.
Exactly. But what Zalak is saying is, in my opinion, right, that you start off with talking, and then becomes hanging, then seeing, and then dating,
yeah.
and then what have you. You know, yeah, and then you break up.
Dating
Nothing goes
के-
beyond that ever in my life.
Dating और relationship same चीज होती है या वो
I think
relationship
dating
dating
is
relationship
आगे
बाहर
relationship.
No,
नहीं
I
यार,
think
ये
it's same.
ज़लक तू
It's the
what?
same. It's
कितने
the same.
stages? भाई seeing, dating, relationship सब तीनों एक है.
No.
I think dating and relationship
No,
are
no.
different.
So if I say I'm dating someone, then he's my boyfriend, which becomes
Yeah.
but then that's the relationship.
That's a relationship. But if you're
So
seeing
then
someone
what?
that may not be your
I think
boyfriend,
dating
girlfriend,
is still a little more casual than a relationship.
Bhai, if I'm saying I'm
No,
dating
Baba,
this
dating and
guy,
relationship is
then he's
exactly
my
the same.
boyfriend, no?
In my head, at least, dating and relationship are exactly the same. I would say.
Yeah. That was, I mean,
Let's get some other opinions. Abhay, we have two other personnel from the IVM staff over here. Abhay and Shubhankar. Shubhankar, no? Yeah, correct.
And
what do you guys think?
oh my
What do you guys
god.
What do you guys think? Relationship is the same thing? No?
Haan,
you think
it's not.
you think relationship is a step above dating?
how,
Abhay sir?
wow.
Abhay sir? Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
आम
Okay,
खाओ
okay.
क्यों
So
बोलते
I might stand corrected according to majority. What about you, Snehal? You are the...
हो? मुझे कुछ नहीं आइडिया मैं ये इतनी टर्म्स पहली बार हैंगिंग सीइंग टॉकिंग
there's also another one with chilling.
Hanging and chilling is the same,
yeah,
yaar. Come
yeah,
on, man.
this I agree. Chilling
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hanging is same.
Yeah. Chilling just, in my
Or
book...
maybe chilling has like
I think-
some
I think
sex
too many
involved.
no.
I think it has some other like like so chilling in my opinion has like some other connotations like smoking related is what I would say.
Oh.
Hey, you wanna chill? That usually in my book means hey, you wanna get
तो फिर
think
नेटफ्लिक्स एंड चिल का तो पूरा कैंपेन ही गलत कर दिया आपने.
नहीं यार सही किया ना उल्टा कैंपेन सही कर दिया मैंने उनका there's something
Oh,
missing.
yeah.
I got that. So okay, we kind of loosely understand where you are stand with dating apps.
Yeah.
How was the pandemic then? How did that treat you? Did you guys see a lot of people during the pandemic or date a lot of people or hang out with a lot of people?
I broke up during the pandemic.
Dude, I broke up. I went through 2 breakups during the pandemic as well.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Where are you finding all these people?
So I'll tell you. What happened was I started dating.
मैंने भी किसी को नहीं बताई.
I started dating someone about 4 months before the pandemic hit. Okay, and then after the pandemic hit, I started talking to one of my exes. Like exes, as in like we never really
वही
dated.
होता है ना,
We never really dated, but we just
exactly.
like
It was
और
there.
नहीं,
it was
नहीं,
always
मैं
there.
कहाँ
Yeah.
ढूंढे अब?
So then I
मैं
started.
अभी इसी phase
So then I
में
broke up with the first one.
निकल जाओ
Started
यार.
dating the ex, you know, and so the second one that is, and then I broke up with the second one also, and
Damn.
I didn't. They broke up. Actually, no. The first one I broke up. Second one she broke up, and I was like
Damn it.
really depressed at the time, because pandemic. You know.
That must have sucked.
I really did. I gained a lot of weight. So the first time, but this second girl that I'm talking about, we had like a whole 4 year thing where we were like, it's always like on and off, and
Yeah.
you know where we are, and we don't know what we do, want to do, and we always think whatever. And so I was like really hung up on this girl, right? And initially, like because of the things that were not working out, or we were not on the same page, or we weren't seeing eye to eye, just got really depressed and started losing a lot of weight. And I lost like 16, 17 kgs in like 3 months.
What?
Yeah. I was just not eating. I just would not feel hungry, you know. And the reverse happened this time when so we broke up again. I was like, fuck that shit, dude. I was going to eat everything. I was like, gain all the weight back, which is kind of nice. And now I'm back to losing it a little bit. But yeah, not as bad.
What,
It's
are you breaking up? Are you depressed? Are you losing weight?
Right now, I'm at a very good place. I'm seeing someone right now.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I'm actually dating someone right now.
Oh.
Look at him
Now-
making it podcast
Yes,
Four
yes.
official.
episodes
now
ago-
that
Yes.
we know the differences.
Yeah,
Yes,
4
now I know.
episodes ago it was date. No, it was seeing. 4
Yeah, I was seeing.
episodes
Yeah,
ago.
I mean, there's a progression. Yeah. We just came back from a trip. What happened was we went out to Himachal together and we had a baller time. And yeah, I'm really into this girl, man. So you should be good.
Nice.
How cute.
हाँ,
Let's see.
I know.
official
You're the only one
announcement
who's
हो गया.
dating, right? Between the 4 of us.
अब इतने सारे terminology आ गए कि
But okay, I'm dating. You
Yeah.
guys
Dating.
are you guys any?
And
any-
I'm
any
not at
lower-
any level.
Not on any level.
No.
Zero.
None of you.
मतलब I'm like
I don't think that's
chilling,
true, but yeah.
chilling, hanging,
Chilling and
Oh, yeah,
hanging.
chilling and hanging. Chilling
whatever
and
that
hanging
is,
and
talking, chilling, hanging,
Okay.
going on dates, whatever.
What is the best date you guys have ever been on, according to you? That's a tough one for sure.
That's a
Yeah.
tough one.
You can
yes.
take it. You can take it. a
I
little bit.
have an answer
Or
actually.
if you can think of the worst one also, I'll be happy to hear that first.
Oh,
either way.
actually,
but I
have
want to hear
the
both.
best one and the worst one with the same girl. not
बात कर
the
रहा है?
worst date, but मेरा थोड़ा
Was it the same date also?
नहीं
The worst and the best date because it's the only date I've ever been on.
नहीं यार. Actually, so I'll tell you the best one first.
चल,
ठीक
okay,
है.
ठीक है. हाँ.
So this is me getting back with her after like a 6-7 month patch.
Okay.
ठीक
So
है.
let me check. Let me guess the worst one. It was before the 6-7 month patch, and that's why you guys didn't see each other for 6-7 months.
It's like not a खराब डेट नहीं थी. डेट बहुत क्यूट थी. उसके बाद जब बिल पे करने का टाइम आया
Oh.
तो वो थोड़ा weird हो गया था. Anyway, because
Did she just wait? Can I again? Did she imply that you would be just
अरे
paying the bill
नहीं रे,
throughout?
तुम
Okay.
सुनो तो. अच्छा. anyway.
No, it has happened to me.
Antariksh,
It has happened to me. That's why.
we know.
Okay. Yeah.
So the best one was, so we started dating when I was 15 and she was like 14.
How
ठीक है.
cute.
So
Wow,
हम
both of you are
Yeah.
pedophiles. Sorry. Going ahead.
anyway.
Wait, they're both underage, huh? What is this?
अरे
तो
तो
pedophilia
pedophile
के
कैसे
आगे
हुआ?
आगे person is over.
Fine. It's
Anyway.
obviously a joke. Relax.
It's all just like
Fine.
I think
Only
they need-
you are the pedophile. Happy? Fine. Go ahead.
I think they need to do like 25 episodes with you before they get to the understanding the joke part.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, so
Wow. So are you saying he actually thought I'm calling him a pedophile?
Yeah, I thought that.
What? That's obviously a joke.
उसका 16th birthday था and I had a fight with her and I didn't, like she was expecting कि मैं बहुत अच्छे से celebrate करूँगा because it's
Man.
the sweet 16
You poor thing.
and
Sweet 16.
we had a fight and I didn't like celebrate and कुछ मतलब like I just dropped a text that happy birthday and
Dude, that's
Oh my
no,
god.
Ruki,
Hi.
I know.
But wait, how close were you guys at this point? Were you guys already drifting apart?
2 years,
No,
no? Then you were dating.
Yeah, मतलब
2
we were in
years.
2 years. Yes.
Okay.
तो that was मेरी तरफ से बहुत गलत चीज but after like 6-7 months when we started dating again,
Yeah.
there was this one random night when we went out like for a night out in Delhi and I took her to this place. ठीक है and then वहाँ मेरे को memories आ गए एकदम से sorry.
Oh,
Anyway.
I thought there's a tear coming down.
हाँ, नहीं.
One single tear down the right side of his face.
So वो पता नहीं है मुंबई में क्या बोलते हैं बट कार की डिक्की कहते हैं ना यहाँ पे भी
हाँ,
डिक्की
boot-
यही-
डिक्की
boot
कहते हैं
Say
ना
boot.
ओके ठीक है क्या कहते हैं
boot the boot of the car.
ठीक है डिक्की ठीक है
Yes.
सो मतलब मैंने उसकी आईज पे ऐसा मतलब उसको ब्लाइंड फोल्ड किया एंड देन वी टुक
Blouse.
Blouse.
ब्लाइंड फोल्ड ओके एनीवे आई एम टेलिंग यू ना
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like you said blouse को blindfold किया.
अरे नहीं
That's the sentence that came out.
So उसको blindfold किया and then
With her blouse?
पीछे-
Wow, man. Nice.
and then
Stretch material.
and,
चुप हो जाए.
and then in the boot of the car
In the
Can't
dicky.
believe
Yes.
this.
in the dicky, yes. So जो seat थी वो नीचे करके I had all these golden and silver balloons and the cake
Oh,
and
wow.
all of and her favorite song playing and
What is the favorite song?
Thinking Out Loud.
Okay. I
Ed
don't know.
Sheeran.
Ah.
You've
Okay.
not heard of
No,
Thinking
I'm
Out
not-
Loud?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
कैसा है?
I
You
don't
have
know. I
to
have other taste than
tonight.
Ed Sheeran, man. Come on.
You have to.
Come on, guys.
Okay, तो and वो केक जब केक पे मैंने 16th birthday and वो सारा मतलब I tried to make up for the 16th birthday that
How long after her 16th birthday was this? Was this on the day?
2
of-
years 2 years
2 years after the
years.
birthday you made
Yeah.
up for her 16th birthday?
हाँ तो ब्रेकअप हो गया था ना बीच में तभी तो
पर भाई बेचारी
2 साल
18
के
की
बाद
हो गई है
18
वो
की है
16th
यार।
birthday कर रहा है.
अरे बर्थडे में नहीं 16th कर रहा था
Oh, अच्छा. मुझे लगा 18th birthday में 16th celebrate कर रहा है. That's what I thought, right? Yeah, I'm not wrong.
It was मैं बोला it was one random
अच्छा. Oh,
night
random.
out
Okay,
yeah
oh.
so that
that's kind of cute.
yeah it was cute बस मेरे को सुनाना नहीं आया but cute तो था
But
actually
did she find it cute then?
yeah
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And-
As long as it works, you know what I mean? Your all your मेहनत should not go to waste.
हाँ,
Like
it
अरे
did.
बकवास मेरा 60 की थोड़ी हूँ मैं. तुम्हें मेरी उम्र भी नहीं पता. What is this? You don't want that.
okay
You know.
The worst one?
तो it wasn't the ऐसा कुछ worst नहीं था तो with this girl only we were celebrating like I think a 4-year anniversary or a 5-year
Ooh.
thing. I had taken her to ITC Moria for a midnight dinner.
Wow. Nice.
That was fancy, yes.
Of course,
I had actually done my first music video with Euphoria and उसकी payment आई थी and with that amount मैं उसको late night dinner पे लेके गया था 3:30 AM to ITC.
3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
उसको snack
क्या
बोलते
नींद आ रही होगी?
हैं. Dinner क्या है?
देखिए, so-
नींद आ रही होगी यार.
तो नहीं एक्चुअली तो हम लोग वहाँ पे when we had our dinner and everything and then वो पेमेंट के लिए मशीन लेकर आया तो when कार्ड से जब मैं पे करने लगा तो कार्ड डिक्लाइन हो गया तो ITC मौर्या का पूरा 10,000 का जो बिल था उस टाइम पे एंड आई एम लाइक मैं 3 बजे अब कहाँ से 10,000 कैश अरेंज करूँ सो देन आई हैड टू वॉक लाइक 3 kilometers टू an ATM and then
Oh,
वहाँ से
no.
10,000 कैश निकाला and then I
Oh, what
walked
a
back.
pain, dude.
3
Yeah.
You didn't get mugged.
kilometers.
What did she find that sweet that you had to do all this? Or did she,
Yeah,
was she
yeah.
just like
नहीं हाँ
"यार,
वो
तुम्हारा
उसके पास
कार्ड भी
नहीं
काम नहीं होगा."
एक्चुअली मशीन की गलती थी
Okay.
But,
उसके पास नहीं था.
यार मतलब होता भी तो
They're all college students, man. This guy had just done like a music video.
अरे तो
हाँ.
जीपे कर देता ना बाद में.
नहीं
कब
आया
कब
था
आता
तब
है ये?
जी पे
ये
तब
ये
नहीं था जी पे
So okay, cool. What about Zalak and Pragati? How has your pandemic been for dating life?
Oh, so I dated. No, I was seeing one guy.
Yeah, this terminology now we have to be
I
specific.
still don't know the difference
After we have
between seeing and dating.
After we have specified
Yeah,
the difference,
have
I think
to, have
we
to.
have to stick to it now. So you're
yeah,
seeing.
so, yeah. I think that was my second guy that I met through Bumble, and like we hit it off right away.
Is Bumble all of our, at least currently, is that our
Yeah.
go-to dating app for now? I think.
I not really. I mean, I thing is, I'm on Bumble and all the and Bumble and Hinge, but I don't think I've ever really met someone nice or like. I met like one guy and we went on like a date and then it was just like kind of boring. So I
Okay.
was just like, okay, whatever. It's too much work. Like you need to like actually chat and like do the whole small talk and da. So I don't really have a go-to dating app now. I meet people in the wild like the old days.
Oh, you're back to that, like in person.
Yeah, like now I mean things have opened up, right? Like
Yeah,
festivals
but-
started.
But
and,
are you think that do men find you approachable enough that they come up to you and like, hey, can I buy you a drink?
I mean, I think I'm quite approachable.
Okay, fair. What about you, Zalak?
I
Do you
think I'm not approachable at all. If I'm outside and if I'm alone, then my go-to face is like a death stare. So if I'm with or like around my friends, then I'm smiling or whatever, or like I'm chilling with them, whatever, in good mood. But if I'm alone, you can't approach me. If somebody approaches me when I'm alone, I literally give them a salute. It's really a task.
Okay,
And then
fair.
people so I was in Varkala in February and
Varkala was the
What?
place she had been to. I kept saying Vadaikanal for some
This was
reason.
such a random.
Yeah.
What is this? Dude?
No. Someone was just
will
today
get edited,
randomly.
no?
We were just talking about Zalak had just gone somewhere. No, recently. Where was it? And we couldn't remember the name. Varkala. But yes, you were in
Yeah.
Varkala.
So yeah, Varkala happened, and a lot of people approached me there, and I was like, "What the how is that happening?" And to
Gutsy
spoil
crowd.
Most popular person in Varkala is Zalak.
Gutsy crowd in
so
Varkala.
the day one that I reached there, we had like me and the people that I was with. There was a huge scene that happened. So like, and Varkala is a very small place, so everybody knew about it by the next day.
Okay.
So everybody knew everything. So people were approaching me or whatever, and I think
Wait, some crazy stuff happened in that party, the first day party. And
yeah.
because of that, people like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
yeah.
Fine.
So then people approached me, and like obviously like they were interested romantically, or like someone told me about travel romance. So why don't we try that? This, that, that. I told everybody in Varkala that I was gay.
Oh wow, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
I was
Oh, that's
just
good.
I was
And
not
did that work? Did that work every single time?
yeah every single time.
Did,
You know,
did,
that
but then
actually
did
works,
women start coming to you then after that?
No, dude, they didn't. But there were not many women in like.
Varkala.
Actually, there was nobody I was attracted to in Varkala. So I was like, okay, never mind.
Kahan hai Varkala?
It's a small cliff beach in Kerala.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the popular people are in Bombay now.
Oh, dude, I met some. So a couple of people that I met there,
Yeah.
and whatever, same scenario. They are really, really popular in Varkala. Apparently, one of them has like 200k followers on Instagram. So whenever we went out to eat or drink, people used to randomly come up to him and say, "Can I click a picture with you?" And then I had to click that picture.
Oh wow. That's cool, man.
Yeah, but like damn sweet people.
Yeah, that's cool.
And some of them actually stayed in touch with me even after knowing that I'm gay. So now I don't know how to break it to them.
Or even after thinking you're gay.
Yeah.
And knowing it means that you're actually gay, you know.
Yeah, but like whatever. So but
Hanging,
they
chilling,
still.
same thing.
What about
But,
you? What are you, Pragati?
Pandemic was like, I think I was kinda hanging.
Okay.
I guess I don't know. I don't really know where this hierarchy
That's
is
fine.
now.
But did you go on a lot of dates during the pandemic? Or
So
did
there
you,
was this one person that I was like kind of hanging with, but it
Mm.
was it became like a very like on and off situation. So then I started like meeting other people, but it was always offline. Like somehow like I just met people like in like the old way.
Hmm.
At like a bar or like a coffee shop or like a
That's cool,
fest
man.
or
Nice.
like something. I did go on like the Bumble dates, but it was just so boring. And then I was just like, "Arey yaar."
You know, I'm terrible. My like in-person game is so bad. Like at least like the initial approaching part is I'm so bad at it. So for that, I'm very thankful for dating apps.
Yeah.
Because that level is skipped of you having to
Yeah.
break the ice and go up to this person and like
It's
be
already
vulnerable and whatever. That part is already done. You know, like you get to skip that
Yeah.
part. That's good. Because literally twice in my life, I managed to gather up the courage to go up to a woman and you never know what to say, right?
I've never done that.
I've done that
Nahi
twice, and
hoga.
I've
both
asked
times
for
I failed.
numbers.
Both times
You've
I
never
failed.
done that. Matlab, you've never gone up to like someone to hit on them.
Have you?
I did that. I mean, yeah, I did.
Yeah, even I
did that.
have.
I
Yeah.
don't think women.
So it is. I
So
was
I
gonna
think
say it is a
women
very
don't need
gender
to.
thing. It's
Yeah.
kind of sad. Like
Yeah.
the expectation is on the guy
Yeah.
to go up and do this, and it's also why like the more like they face rejection far more because it's
Because
just like it's like a numbers game, right? If
Yeah.
I only do it once or twice, but if you do it like 300 times, then obviously like you're.
I've done it twice, and both times I failed. Both times. I was rejected.
So like yeah, I mean that's kind of sad, and I guess in a way that's good for men because then you don't need to like do that. You need to like gather up
Yeah.
all this courage and
That's
like
true.
you know to
That's-
go there.
Exactly. That's a major plus, I would say. for
I think
dating
I'm
apps,
just
guys.
lazy and I don't want to like chit chat so much, and I'm so sick of saying yeah I work at IVM or like yeah this is where I studied, yeah these are my hobbies. I'm like just shut up.
What's the
Yeah.
fastest you guys have ever met someone who you're chatting with?
Met like after we
Like met up after you've been chatting, you matched with
The
someone.
next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you a crazy story. Okay? I matched with a girl. This was 2018, I was like, and I matched with a girl at say 12 in the afternoon. Okay, and we made plans to meet at 2:30 that very afternoon. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, I guess I'm getting laid, right? Because it's that immediate,
Yeah.
right? At least that's where your head goes. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but that's where my head went. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting late. This is great. Okay, so she says, okay, come over to my place. I'm like, oh, of course I'm
Of
getting
course,
late, right?
yeah.
So I go over, I reach her building, and I call from down, hey, I'm coming up. She's like, you know what? Instead, let's go to Saltwater Cafe, which is nearby in Bandra, and then we'll see what we want to do after that. I'm like, okay, maybe she just changed her mind or she's just hungry now, whatever. It's all good, right? It don't even have to matter. So she comes down, we go to Saltwater Cafe, we have like a whole scrumptious meal there, and it's expensive. At least at the time, 2018,
Yeah.
I didn't have a job, and I was like barely doing comedy, and it was kind of expensive for me. And so after the whole meal, okay, and she like this woman like she sees random people. It happens to two other guys who are in saltwater cafe right there. She sees random people who I assume are random people, but she says, I went out with that guy. He's a jerk.
Oh.
Okay, and like describing how bad that guy was at whatever, like he was rude or whatever he was. And I'm like thinking, okay, shit, that sucks, man. Like you poor thing, you have to like go through this. Okay, and then like during when we were talking more, slowly I start finding out this woman's a little crazy. Because like slowly she starts revealing things. Okay, see like, oh, so I'm like, so how long have you been on Hinge, or how long have you been on dating apps? So like we're talking about like Bumble. I think I met her on Hinge. So like, how long have you been on Hinge? She was like people have reported my profile and then have gotten it blocked from Hinge like twice before.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say it?
She revealed all this. She was like super open, dude. I'm like, and I'm thinking like, okay, so now I'm piecing together. Okay, this woman is something is off. Okay, because dude, none of us get like reported like that. No, it's you have to do something offensive, be rude, be like something bad you have to do to be this. Okay, and so I'm like already like a little bit in my head about this now. Okay, so I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. And I remember she had blue lipstick on. I still remember this.
Joey.
Itchy bad lipstick for men.
He went on a date with Joey.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So.
Antariksh, the hints were there.
They were, right?
Were there.
Yeah, they were all there.
मतलब
so
लोगों को
then
red flags मिलते हैं, भाई को कार्निवल मिल गया
Oh, great.
मैं इसकी एक टी-शर्ट बनाने वाली हूँ. I'm gonna wear it.
Red card मिलता है.
मुझे कार्निवल मिलता है.
So then we continued with the meal. We had some couple of burgers and whatever some good things we had there. What happened?
He's still not over. Carnival.
I personally just related that.
Okay, nice, that was great. It's a good line. It's a very good line. Yes, we should. So anyway, we continue with the meal. Finish the meal, and the bill comes. Okay, and I go for the bill because I'm the dude. We always instinctively just always go for the bill, right? But the expectation is that the woman will at least try.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the nice thing to do, right? At least try and go for the bill, and then like do a little bit back and forth. Okay, I'll pay. No, I'll pay. Okay, we'll go half and half. That's at least fine.
Yeah.
Instead of doing any of that, this woman says, "Oh, you're rich, huh?"
Oh, damn.
Okay, so I'm like, dude, this is not okay. Like, I don't say that, but I'm thinking like, okay, this is now weird fully. Okay,
Yeah.
so I pay the full thing. Okay, because in my head I'm still thinking, okay, at least after this, maybe I'll get laid.
तुझे उसके बाद भी करना था.
Yeah, dude, what about guy? It's at 12 in the afternoon. What else? Am I gotta go home?
मतलब she had blue lip. मतलब क्या? She
मतलब
blonde.
again.
So see, I don't
if it's
judge
this
people
segment, how
on their
does it
appearance
matter?
normally.
Was she good on a crazy and hot
She was more crazy than good looking. I would
graph?
say.
Dude.
But see, I'm being rude right now, and I feel bad that I'm being rude to this person. But she was a horrible person, dude. I'll send you. I'll show you
I'm
guys.
sorry,
So
I'm
I'll tell
being
you.
rude, पर तू पागल है.
थोड़ी तो है. So then, because no, I'll tell you what then. Okay. So then she's like, okay, let's go back to my place now. So I'm like, okay, fine. Things are happening, I guess. After all, crazy to kya hua? I'm not gonna meet her after this. I'll
Yeah.
just whatever, right? And I go back to her place. Okay, and then she starts.
filled with plastic
Yeah.
on the walls. It's covered with plastic.
House was weird as hell.
Yeah.
Just damn weird. Like crazy shit on the walls and like tiny apartment. I mean, that's fine. It's Bombay. Apartments
Tiny
are okay.
apartments
can't
are a
be-
thing.
it's
Yeah,
normal.
anyway.
Can't be. But now she's talking about like what the kind of guys she's attracted to. Okay, and she goes, I'm not attracted to fat guys at all. Like you, I wouldn't be attracted to at all.
What?
Okay, so now I'm thinking like this just fucking insulting me to my face also, dude. Like what the hell? Like what, dude? I just paid for your meal. What am I just feel like a loser now. I just feel used, right? The entire. She just wanted a free meal at Saltwater Cafe, and she called me for it, dude. Okay.
आप क्राइम पेट्रोल
Yeah.
की शूटिंग में तो नहीं थे?
Okay.
पीछे से डायरेक्टर कह रहा है कट.
So then now I'm like.
वो तो हो गया इसका.
So then like after like listening to like some of her other BS, I then asked like, so what is this? Like what am I doing here? Am I doing something? Like what is happening here? And she goes, no, nothing. Then I'm like, okay, fine then. Then I don't know what I'm doing. After like about 15-20 minutes of being at a place, I leave. Okay, I reach down.
Wait, you ask her, what are you doing here?
No, what am I doing here? Like, if you're not attracted to me, what is this? Is this a date? Are we just hanging? And she's like, no, this is not a date. I know I said it was a date. I'm like, you called me at 12 in the afternoon. We have meeting at 2:30 in the. The implication is at least that it's a date. No, without
And
a
we
doubt.
Met
Met
on
on
a dating
Bumble.
app. Yeah.
Yeah, we met on Hinge,
yeah.
dude. It's a dating app. Exactly. I'm not making it up. Are you ridiculously stupid? What So I go down and I'm like, at the entire time, I'm just my head is reeling. Okay, I'm like, she just wanted a free meal and this horrible person. I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction of having a free meal offer me. I'm not gonna meet her again. So I text her, hey, I feel that I don't owe you a free meal. I would like the half of the payment for the meal. So she gets pissed. Okay, she gets like very pissed, and so apparently I don't know how she did this, but Paytm. After you send the amount, right? So she sends me the amount, half the amount, and she sends me a long email because I imagine Paytm must have given her my email somehow. So she sends me a long email. I still have the email.
आपकी dating app पे होगा ना email?
नहीं, Hinge पे नहीं यार.
Oh.
Paytm से
email
नहीं मिलता.
I still don't understand how this happened.
From LinkedIn or whatever.
I do not understand.
But you can find it from LinkedIn or whatever. Like
that's possible, but no. But she did
Imagine
it
Hinge से देखे LinkedIn search किया,
like
email
within
निकाल
5
लिया.
minutes.
तो
No, but within 5 minutes of her sending me the Paytm amount, she had sent me the email also. You know. So
what did the email say? Like what was the email?
I will read it out right now. I just have to search for
my
the term.
God.
I have to search for the term Tom Cruise to find that email because she calls me, you're not some Tom Cruise, something like that. Something like that she says. Wait, I'll tell you right now.
Was she expecting?
I'm actually
not
surprised
this,
she
no,
gave
no,
the
this.
money
Oh,
back.
I got
Yeah,
it.
same.
Like how did she? Like I'm surprised she gave the money back.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Dude, I mean, she didn't want to get reported again on Hinge. I guess.
एक तो
Okay.
average ही है.
This is what
Con
she says. She says, I have no clue what weird Maggie is getting cooked in your head, but this was hilarious. Take the money and enjoy. I have no issues sharing the bill ever. Sadly, your attitude is kiddish. You're not Tom Cruise. You're not Tom Cruise that every chick will be jumping to date you. So yeah, every time a chick comes with you or gets you at her place, stop dreaming. Physical intimacy is different for everyone, so respect that. Your last statement of making out and have some fun doesn't make you any different from the dick pic guys. Thanks and goodbye. Whatever that means, okay? So I say, hey, sorry you feel that way. And I send like a whole thing, like, whatever, if you're implying that, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a long thing. It's a long thing.
How much
It's a
did
very
you
long
engage?
thing.
Wow.
It's a very long
How much
thing.
did you
So-
engage?
Yeah, dude, so she
Then
says,
she responded to that
no,
also?
so she says after that, she says, thanks for the mail, let me share it, totally hilarious.
Where it where?
Dude, so this was at the peak
Oh
of when
my
Me Too was
God.
happening. Okay, so she obviously meant share it online and get you like portrayed as like a creep and get you like cancelled in whatever
Oh
cancelling
my
thing can be.
God.
Okay, and then I got like freaked out. I'm like, this gonna like say stupid shit that is not even true. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, sure, do what you want. It's very sad to see that this is the level you're sinking down to, and hilarious at the same time that I think that's the right thing to do, and that this situation warrants that. Peace. And that was the last thing I said to her. Yeah.
Deleting
Fun.
Hinge
That
right
was-
now.
Yeah.
That was the worst date experience. One of the worst.
That's the worst date that
Yeah.
I've
I'm
ever
still,
heard
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Tripping at
I
I don't know
have-
what
I have-
Maggie's
I have great stories about all the bad things. Yeah.
Dude, but what Maggie's being cooked?
And again, you're not Tom Cruise. I was like, yes! Damn it.
Shubha. Ye
At
से
least-
Shubha.
At least there's a
ये Tom Cruise
comparison.
वाला से Shubha है.
At least there's a comparison. I should be like, okay, not Tom Cruise, but maybe Ranbir Kapoor. At least, you know.
Too
Who knows?
ambitious. Anyway.
Yeah.
Pragati, yours?
Any bad?
What?
Any bad?
Worst.
Something like this. Did anyone ask us for
I
their money back?
I feel like something like this, he would be a serial killer at this point. Like this would be like some modern day Ted Bundy thing going on. Like itna bura, I don't think. Hai.
Yeah, sure, correct.
Or like a weird one?
No, but you know what? So the thing is, I feel like I weed out the creeps pehle only. But that's what I do, which is what you should also do. Like,
I guess, man, in
Like,
hindsight,
you know?
yes. Hindsight is 2020.
yeah. So, but a lot of them are very like I get really weird opening messages, and this is like on Hinge or even on Bumble. If I say hey or like I send the wave or something, like one guy was just like I sent hey what's up or something, and he was like kundli hai aapki, and I was just like
Oh, wow. Oh, that's hilarious.
See, she also sent a hey first.
Yeah.
Dig it. That is what you expect.
It's the-
Not pussies like you already.
Oh, that the first messages reminds me. The first messages, right? I think I've told Pragati this. We talked about this.
which one?
It was like I once got a message. The first message, it was again Hinge only. I guess Hinge is full of weirdos. I don't know. The first message, she says, no hi, no nothing. She says, you know, you would look great if you just worked out, right?
What?
Yeah.
ये तारीफ
Oh
थी
my
या
God.
I don't know what that was, but I got very offended, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I was
What?
like, so
This
now
is
I'm
too
completely fine with the way I look and all, man. But I was like, you're always like a little self-conscious about your weight when you're like, if you're a little plump and you're younger, right? So I was like a little taken aback and whatever. Like I must have said something snide, but It wasn't as good as what she said, sadly.
Man.
You won't even if you worked out.
Oh, तुम्हारे तो आसपास जिम ही नहीं होगा.
There was another one. There's so many actually who say, let's skip the small talk.
Oh,
then I'm
moves.
मतलब
Bad moves.
क्या?
Let me skip to the good part.
That's
There are a lot of like propositions also. They'll just be like,
like I'll marry you.
नहीं वो तो
कुंडली तो मांग ली ना.
ली
But
थी.
proposition as in like proposals or
नहीं,
like
propositions as in like, me and my girlfriend are looking for like a third
Oh,
partner.
you got
and
that.
stuff.
I've gotten that once, and I was too much of a what the girl thought you were,
अरे
or what attracted you. But yeah.
No, but that would be so weird, yeah. Like imagine you're like, अच्छा okay, ठीक है, then what do? Like meet up, go to their house, like ting dong, here I'm here. That's so weird.
You meet, no, and then if you connect, then you
So
connect.
I
If you
actually,
don't.
so this is. Man, because you said this, I'm gonna bring it up. I've never shared this anywhere. This is wow, I can't even believe I'm gonna do this.
Wow.
My ex was into this shit, into swinging with other couples. I mean, not with me, with someone else. Sadly. But she was into this shit, and she would really into recording. One of my exes was really into recording her stuff, herself having sex, and then she would show me the videos of her having sex with other people.
What?
Because she found that
While
really,
you were
she found-
dating her.
Yeah, and she would find that really hot. And at first I was like really taken aback and really like what is this? I'm not into this. But then I also got into it, and then it became like a thing that we would do.
Oh my
First
god.
you went out with Joey, then you went out
Yep.
with Barney.
Yeah. Yes. Wow, I'm just dating all the womanizers from TV.
Yeah. Who's next?
I once broke up. So I broke up on a weird day, basically.
अच्छा worst
No.
breakup.
I'll tell you. So,
मत कर यार.
so this is something I
Tissues ले आओ.
worst though. Yeah, worst though. I told you mine. I like whatever gained all that weight and lost all that weight and whatever. That was like going on for 4 years. But I was a dick once. Where I was. This is right after boarding school, after my 12th standard. Okay, all like barely 16, 17, 18, whatever your age is at the time. And after boarding school, we came back to Bombay. Okay, she lived in Malad, I stayed in Powai. And because we were, so in boarding school we meet every day, in classes, everything, whatever. And in Bombay, it turns out you have to make an effort to meet. It's just what it is, right? But you don't think of that when you're in boarding school. You're like, "Hare, haan, roz milenge, yare, ye karenge, yare, maze karenge." So we come back to Bombay and we almost stopped meeting. Okay, and we almost stopped talking also after like a month of not meeting or something. And a few months go by, like maybe like 3 or 4 months. And so we haven't broken up, we haven't talked about broken up, but it's basically a breakup, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But she calls me up on my birthday to say, hey, it's been a while, happy birthday. And I go, hey, I've been thinking, I think we should break up on my birthday when she calls me up to wish me a happy birthday.
Oh my god.
Okay, and she's got the call. And I felt like really bad after that, but I didn't. We were just so not into each other at that point. But I didn't feel like calling and like apologizing for what I did and whatever, right? And yeah, that was like a good.
Was that your
story.
worst breakup?
No. Worst breakup
No,
was this the one I just told you about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, that's story. But this wasn't as bad because years later we met up again, and then stuff happened, and yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, things work out in my life is what I'm saying.
My worst breakup was this guy broke up with me. We were in second year of our degree college, I think. And this guy told me that I'm not marriage material.
In second year degree college.
Dude, you should have slapped him.
say
Just
thank
so
you,
would
man.
see
No,
that.
I laughed and I was like, okay, then I don't want you. I mean, if this is what you think, then I'm really happy we are not continuing dating. And then
But
like,
your second year college में तो
Exactly.
gratefully
Why was
है
it-
मतलब
yeah.
हाँ.
exactly. I
No,
don't
but
even-
I see. Earlier relationships, right? We've all done this. How you guys have all been in relationships at some point, I imagine. Yeah. So earlier relationships, we all do this. We think of everything.
हाँ.
I didn't think of any of
What?
this.
I didn't think of any of
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my ex.
I
we've done
think
this.
guys
we've
do.
We've talked about
लड़के
marriage.
ज़्यादा सोचते
We've
हैं, I
talked about.
You think
No,
लड़के
no,
ज़्यादा
no.
सोचते हैं?
Yeah.
No, I think दोनों सोचते हैं, dude.
I
We've never
don't.
had that. We've had like with my exes, like with my first like serious girlfriend who I dated for like 3 years, we had talks about everything, dude.
हाँ वो अरे तुमने उस जाकिर का स्टैंड अप नहीं देखा? लाइक लड़कों स्टार्ट धीरे करते हैं बट जहाँ लगता है ना कि ओ ट्रैक पे आ गया सीधा 400 की स्पीड पे कि इसी से शादी इसी से बच्चे इसके बच्चे के बच्चे मेरे को दादा बुलाएंगे एंड एवरीथिंग.
Yeah. I agree. I kind of get that point. So I get that.
No,
yeah.
but
मैं
then
like
you know what?
17
So
या-
this guy, I think couple of weeks after breaking up, he started dating somebody else, and they're
Oh, that's
still
what I meant.
dating. though.
Oh, see.
And that chick is marriage material. I know her.
So,
like,
again, but
What
see.
is marriage
I
material?
know. I don't
that's
know
at
what this
least that-
obsession is.
I've heard people say this, and I would agree. That case is acceptable. You know, if you're breaking up with someone, to be with the love of your life, and you're like, you know, marrying with
Dude.
that person, whatever, then at least that's meant to be. So it makes sense to
This
break
guy
up with
cheated on that girl 4 months later, and I'm pretty sure at
Okay, I
some
guess
point
he's
he
just a
still cheated again.
It's just a dick, I guess.
Dude, I don't know if I should say this or not publicly, but like they were dating, and so this guy is in the US, the girl is in Canada,
Oh.
and she was a good friend or whatever. So this guy had come back, and like we ended at good terms because like I really laughed it out. Honestly, it didn't take me any time to move on or anything. I was like, great, I'm safe now, whatever. So he came here during New Year's, I think, and we met obviously for New Year's, and we chilled. And I don't need to say anything else.
That's what Zalak's
So you're saying he cheated with you? So you, I mean,
I was one of the
Like, see,
other people. There were multiple
ताली
people.
एक हाथ से नहीं बजती.
But I'm telling, there were multiple people. So before me, they went on an IV. So in third year, we were taken for an IV to Hyderabad or something. I did not go because I don't want to go to Hyderabad or whatever.
IV is industrial visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there also he cheated.
I was like, "Okay, मुझे लगा
मैं तभी चुप था, like पता नहीं
Yeah,
IV
मुझे
क्या
नहीं
है.
पता.
हाँ, IV is like a college trip.
जो डालते हैं ना
basically
The
vein के
saline?
अंदर.
Yeah.
No. IV isn't like
IV
the college
chalana.
trip. So he cheated over there, and like the entire college knew at that time only. The entire college came back. So his girlfriend was also not there. I was also not there. The entire
course.
college came back and told the girlfriend that, boss, ye sab hua. This literally happened in front of her eyes. And she started defending the guy. You don't know this guy. I trust him. He would never lie to me and anything. Then all of them went to Goa, like this group of friends. I don't know if I should say this. I hope nobody hears this. But
इसलिए
Apart
we'll
from the
put it on
300
our
Yeah.
website.
First podcast की listenership नहीं मिले हमें.
apart from the 300 loyal listeners, I hope nobody else, like nobody who knows me listens to this, but whatever.
Yeah.
So these guys went to Goa, him, the girlfriend, and like a couple of friends.
Sobs
And again,
मारे जा रहे.
The girl used to sleep by 9, 10, whatever. This guy used to go out, hang out with other girls and like cheat and whatever, come back in the morning. and
Why
everything.
is she sleeping at 9, 10?
Out of the
That's
entire
the weird part.
story.
में अंतरिक्ष
That's the
में
weird part. How old are you?
I have
18?
zero idea.
That's why she's marriage material. huh?
Yeah, she is. I'm not kidding. She's marriage material.
Yeah. Marriage material, sure. But hell, man. So
Yeah.
So I actually. Have you guys ever been cheated on or cheated in a relationship?
Now
I
I'm
have.
guessing that I must have been when I was dating that guy.
I have been cheated.
Yeah.
on.
I've been cheated.
I
on.
have
That was also
cheated.
the worst breakup.
You have cheated.
I have cheated.
ये अलग ट्रैक है इसका.
हम दोनों यहाँ पर
हाँ, हमारे साथ हमारा दिल टूटा है. हाँ, मैंने दिल तोड़े हैं.
No, but she never found out. My ex never found out. I cheated once, and she's
Now
never
she
found
will.
Ex, if you're listening.
Now she will.
out. Again, she doesn't know if she's the ex, no? That
Yeah. Nice, smart.
Find the value of X. बहुत याद आती है. Sorry.
बहुत.
What about? So we already talked about quite a lot, man. Is there any pressure to get married at your places?
Not at all.
Dude, the thing is, like, my first cousin is 4 months older to me, and her parents have started looking for guys for her, and like, she's prepared. She's marriage material, first of all.
क्या है?
I don't
कोई
know.
marriage material पर define
Yeah.
She
क्या
is
है?
marriage material. I can't even tell you. Like,
मतलब
and
what
she's
is it?
ready
Like,
for
वो
marriage.
चाय
And
लेके
like,
घूंघट में like what is
नहीं
marriage
रे, like,
material?
you know, somebody who's responsible
सारे
or something.
दूध का
stereotypes
ग्लास लेके
उठाओ.
चलती है आसपास से.
Yeah, what is
वही
marriage
वही.
material?
Yeah,
केसर डाल के.
Yeah, yeah.
So whatever, and like, she
Zuma
wants to
के
get
sorry.
married and everything. She wants all that. She wants a joint family. She wants kids. And I was like,
Achha.
I'm like, good for you, amazing. And like,
Yeah.
so her parents have started like, उसके घर पे शादी का shopping भी शुरू हो गया है.
My God.
बिना
Yeah.
लड़का ढूंढे.
Yeah.
अरे
And you have to,
भाई लहंगा fit आना चाहिए लड़का.
अरे you have to make a
लड़का तो
trousseau.
फिट आ जाएगा.
adjust कर लेंगे लहंगा fit.
No, you have to make a trousseau and everything. No, I don't know if you guys know what's a trousseau.
उसका चेहरा देख के
I
लग रहा है
have
उसे पता है
no clue.
ट्रूसो क्या है.
No.
Okay, so मुझे भी नहीं पता था. मुझे मेरी बहन की शादी में पता चला. So trousseau is like a set of clothes, Indian, Western, jewelry, makeup, everything, all fresh, new, not used at all, and all very fancy. Like the only fanciest of fancy things. And it's like set up as a gift box, a huge gift box, and it's sent with the girl during bidai. That's it true. So basically, so they've started shopping for that.
उसका वो safety है basically उसका.
I don't know what it is, whatever. So now, and like my mom, and obviously my mom goes with them to go shopping because they are sagi behne. So my mom comes back and she tells me, what are your thoughts about marriage, Zalak? I'm like, I'm 22 years old. What do you think my thoughts are about marriage?
Yeah.
So now she started putting this on me, ki you know, right, that this one is like thinking of marriage
But
and like people looking and everything.
Your
Maybe you
cousin,
should start thinking
wait.
of marriage.
Your cousin is, you said, 4 months older than you.
Yeah.
So she's basically 20 to 23. And
She's 23.
She's getting married at 23?
I mean, they don't have a guy yet, but like maybe by next year she'll be married. Yeah.
Yeah. That is both like, so I am like about to be 30 this year. That is both scary to me and also makes me feel like, oh, bach gaye,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of pressure. 23, 24.
उसके घर पे प्रेशर नहीं है, उसको करना है शादी बाबा.
Oh, ऐसा. Oh, that's the reverse then, dude.
मतलब घर पे प्रेशर I wouldn't say कि नहीं है, पर even they know that this girl wants to get married, तो चलो हम help करते हैं whatever. Yeah, please.
So basically you're saying she wants to get married to anyone?
No, I mean like
I don't know.
she wants to get married
शादी
is
का
for
like
sure.
है, right?
They're looking for guys now. So my mom has also started putting this in my head ki Baba, you start thinking about marriage. Start thinking. So I'm like, you also, I have a nephew, right? I have a 1.5-year-old nephew. So in return, whenever she
tells
me,
a nephew also, beta,
No.
start thinking about marriage.
no. So whenever she tells me this,
You're of marriage
I tell
village.
her, I tell my mom back that you also start, preparing yourself for the fact that you are never going to have any more grandkids.
Sad हो गया थोड़ा.
So,
अरे नहीं, just
so
like-
see, we go
just to get back
at
her,
family
right?
functions. And
Then
like,
she has nothing to say basically.
so,
I'm
like
saying.
at family functions, at like cousins' weddings and all, this, I am like, I think I'm the oldest cousin who's not married now in my entire family, okay? People like at 24, 25, 26, 27 are getting married, okay? So I'm like, almost 30, I'm not married. As far as people know, I may never get married. So I get I get that question a lot at weddings.
If you're listening, current girlfriend.
That's fine, she's also. So I get that question a lot at weddings and all. कि बेटा अब अगला नंबर तो तुम्हारा ही है, तुम्हारी कब
ये अगला नंबर तुम्हारा है ना.
All that, always, right? Very irritating. So I by default always say when they ask like, अच्छा तुम्हारी शादी कब है? I say 10 साल में. Always say 10 years. They don't know whether I'm being serious or I'm joking.
अरे
But it
सलमान
always
भाई
works.
आप.
Yes, I'm being virgin here. But yeah, this is a little
Do you have
tricksy.
any pressure?
मेरी नानी ने ना बहुत क्यूट तरीके से एक बार बोला था, कहती अब तुम 25 के हो गए हो. And I'm like, yeah, I know. We celebrated it yesterday. Like, अब मतलब फैमिली का भी कुछ सोचा है या? And I'm like, फ्लाइट है मुंबई की अभी 1.5 घंटे में. बस बोल के चला गया. That's
हाँ, फैमिली के बारे में सोचा है, मम्मी पापा.
हाँ, उनकी लड़ाइयाँ कम कराओ जरा.
Dark joke and relate.
Absolutely.
My dadi had looked for a guy for me when I was in school, okay? And वो तब से till date उनका एक ही ट्रैक है. अरे ज़ालक उसके बारे में क्या सोचती है तू? अभी करा ले. Because
same
that guy's grandmother and my grandma were good friends at one point.
अब दोस्ती
And like
को
they're still
रिश्ते
also
में
like
बदलने
they are
का
friends,
वक्त
but
है.
Actually मैं वही किया था. Like
Yeah.
just before I was even born, मेरा रिश्ता set था.
Sort.
With her best friend's kid, because they both got pregnant together like around the same time, and then she delivered a boy and then my mom delivered me, and they were like, yay, dosti ko rishtedari mein.
Yeah.
But
Sort of.
so my mom's been telling me this like since I was a child, and I was just like, shut up, like
Yeah,
this is so ridiculous. Then like recently I met the guy because I went to visit my mom,
And cute guy?
yeah, so we went for a lunch with like auntie and like the guy and stuff, and he's like hella hot.
Whoa!
So I'm like,
marriage bells.
घर आके मम्मा को कह रही है,
मम्मी
"Good
आपकी
job,
पसंद तो आपकी पसंद की तो दाद देनी
and
पड़ेगी.
he has like, he lives in Australia, he has like the passport, visa, whatever, the residency.
Oh, dude.
He's an Australian
Yeah.
citizen.
हाँ, he's a citizen.
मस्त है.
He's ekdam. So I'm
Australia
like,
World
हाँ,
Cup भी ज्यादा
and then at lunch,
He
he
did.
opened his mouth.
Oh, that's the worst thing a guy can do.
उसके मतलब
Open his mouth. Worst thing
Yeah.
a guy can do, open his mouth.
Yeah.
I mean,
and basically
the
उसके
wrong
मुंह से
reason.
they're
like-
opening their mouths wrong.
For the wrong reasons, yeah.
And honestly, like उसके मुंह से basically like कोई एक हनी सिंह का गाना ही निकला होगा. Like it was just like
Shit.
Wait, what do you mean?
बंदी गाड़ी, दारू. Bas, it was just this. And I'm like, okay.
Why? Why did
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
you do
जाके भी
this?
अपनी रूट्स नहीं भूला.
नहीं
Yeah,
है
that's
फिर मैं उसको
common.
जाके थोड़ा इंस्टाग्राम पे देखा तो वैसे बहुत है उसकी तरह से अब रहने दो नहीं चाहिए ऐसे कि मम्मा ये क्या हीरा ढूंढा है आपने. So but other than that once that failed there was there's no marriage pressure.
Okay, that's cool, man. I get it.
You?
Also, like my parents like recently got divorced actually, they were separated. So now if it ever comes up, because my dad will sometimes say, I'll just be like, Papa,
देखा ना आपने
अच्छा गया कि अब तो.
आपका मन नहीं भरा शादी से.
So I just have that trump card to play now. Like that's the silver lining in this whole thing.
Nice.
Wild card, draw 4.
Yeah, correct. Change
Reverse
color.
Uno. Uno reverse. I was like,
Uno.
Papa.
Red color. Red is the color of blood. Yeah. All right. So I think we've talked quite a lot about this. That brings us to the end of this part of the episode. We will be sure to do these more, man. There's plenty to talk about dating, plenty to talk about dating apps and what have you. We'll be right back after the short break with some awesome recommendations for you guys. So please stay tuned.
जिस तरीके से हमारे माँ बाप ने अपने करियर की सीढ़ियां चढ़ी थी वैसे आज के जमाने में तो पॉसिबल है ही नहीं गुरु, क्योंकि हमारा जमाना इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है. आज क्या नहीं है, कंपटीशन है, सोशल मीडिया है, इतना इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड है कि करियर का टेंशन ज्यादा होता है, उस पर काम कम. टेंशन लेने से कोई फायदा तो है नहीं. क्या करते हैं, ठंडे दिमाग से सुनते हैं प्रोबेशन से प्रमोशन तक पॉडकास्ट को हर सोमवार, जहाँ पे सिर्फ प्रैक्टिकल बातें होती हैं आपके करियर की. और कौन करता है वो? मैं आपका होस्ट अभिनव त्रिवेदी. ये पॉडकास्ट आप सुन सकते हैं IVM पॉडकास्ट की वेबसाइट, ऐप या फिर किसी भी अन्य पॉडकास्ट स्ट्रीमिंग प्लेटफॉर्म पर.
So we are back and we'll start with the recommendations. Antariksh bhai, you'll start.
Yep, sure. I would like to recommend the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. It's on Netflix. Have any of you seen this?
I have been wanting to watch it. It's on my
It
list.
is.
Should I?
I finished literally. I started watching it at 12 o'clock yesterday night. Okay. By
time to
2:30, I had finished 2 episods already. And I had already started the 3rd episode, but I was like, chalo, so hi jate hain because you know we have to go to work tomorrow. So I'll be finishing the 3rd episode today. Fantastic. Super easy watch.
Yeah.
Super interesting. Because this man is one of the greatest athletes who has ever lived.
Yeah.
Even if you're not into
Easily.
the sport, I'm not into basketball at all. Okay, I don't know shit about basketball. But it does not matter because it's about the story of human perseverance and human excellence and sportsmanship and what have you, and the drama around the 1997, 1996.
Yeah.
Sorry, 96, 97, the championship league, NBA league of that time when that team was there. So it covers, the documentary talks about Michael Jordan's career, talks about Scottie Pippen, who was his number 2 man, was the captain of the Chicago Bulls at the time. And so Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were always considered the best player and the second best player in all of the NBA. Okay, so they were like the greatest partnership you've ever seen. So it's a very cool documentary. There is Dennis Rodman is there because he was also on that team, the actor and sportsman and basketball player. So just check it out. It's a very easy watch. You'll be done in no time, and it's a good watch.
Definitely tonight's watch.
Yeah.
Like,
Check it out. The Last Dance on Netflix. What about you, Zalak?
My recommendation is this series called Pachinko. It's on Apple Plus,
Okay.
Apple TV. And I think a few episodes back we did an episode with Devi Shobha and Meghna, if I'm not wrong, about about parenting. You remember? And Devi Shobha, I think, recommended this book called Pachinko, and then I got really interested in it because it was history and everything.
Mhm.
And I was researching about it, and then I realized that they're releasing this show end of March. So I started watching it, and I really loved it. So it's a story about this family, 4 generations actually. It's a story across 4 generations. Family who's in Korea when Japan used to rule Korea,
Okay.
and how they used to oppress Koreans and everything,
Okay.
and how they
Oh, is this,
migrated to Japan during that
is this
time.
talking about the Golden Imperial Army and their massacres and shit that they've done? Is this talking about the Japanese
no,
massacres?
No,
Okay.
not directly, like
Okay.
subtly.
So like what I'm talking about is like, so we talk about Nazi Germany, right, and
yeah.
the atrocities they've done. But nobody remembers the atrocities that the Japanese Imperial Army has done. Okay.
Yeah.
You read
So
up on this shit,
it's there
it's
subtly.
crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Like
They definitely
like
mentioned
next level
it.
torture shit, you know.
Yeah, and like the reality that they've shown in the film, the TV series is unreal, and the storytelling that they've used, I love it. It's just so smooth how they move from generation to generation.
Oh yeah, cool man. It's called
Yeah.
Pachinko. Where can people
Pachinko.
catch it?
It's on Apple TV, but we don't have it here.
So
So
figure it out, guys.
Figure it out.
Pragati, what about you?
So since this was a dating episode, I have a dating related recommendation.
Ooh, okay.
So my recommendation is that I think the best date night for a first date is actually Thursday night, and that is what I would recommend.
Okay.
To go
Why
on-
is that?
To go for first dates on Thursday nights.
How is
basically.
a graphic designer gonna make the creative now? How is he gonna show the icon of Thursday above your
You know
photo?
what?
Yeah, according to
He'll
your
He'll
recommendation.
figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
अच्छा,
That's a designer's
कैलेंडर
job.
का आ
हो जाएगा।
जाएगा ना,
अरे
कैलेंडर
उसको
icon.
डेटिंग एडवाइस मिल रहा है, वो आइकन तो निकाल ही
लेगा, कर
लेगा.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So I'll tell you why. Thursday night is like it's a low pressure night. Friday night and Saturday nights are known as like the big nights because you know it's the week, it's a holiday after that. Thursday night, so a lot of people are out. Not a lot of people are out on Thursday because well you know you have to go to work on Friday. It's low pressure. You can go out on Thursday and also you can talk on the first date because you know it won't be that loud.
That's true.
So you have that space, and then if you actually hit it off and it's a really good date, then you can meet again on Saturday. As opposed to if you went on a Friday or a Saturday, which was anyway high, like it was high pressure, you maybe couldn't speak that much, it was loud, you couldn't get a table because it was crowded. And then if you hit it off, then you have to wait for like the
Yeah.
whole week again to meet. But with
sense.
Thursday,
Oh my
Makes
god.
sense.
if you've had
Okay
fun,
then.
then you can actually go to like a
I mean, the reasoning is kind of sound. Right?
Yeah, solid.
it's
But
solid.
I would say like any day can be anything. You know.
I mean, if you're a baller, any night can be date night.
Yeah,
But-
basically is what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
also, I think you also have a thing about like going drinking on the first date, if I'm not wrong.
So I think like a good like first date plan is like to get a drink because
And not a
like,
cafe, not meet at a coffee shop.
No,
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
like an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
Just because like I mean you
I
know, like
agree.
it like takes off the edge, like you know, no nerves, and also
Yeah.
then if the guy turns out to be boring, you can just leave after one beer or one drink, as opposed to like sitting through the entire dinner and then you're like, "Arey, shit!" Like now I have to spend 3 hours with you.
बोरिंग हो गया.
Hmm.
हाँ,
Correct.
मतलब
Yeah, मेरा
exactly.
recommendation.
No.
नहीं नहीं अरे
He's thinking of what the woman.
आपके पास बड़े टिप है हमें बता
No, he's thinking of what the woman is thinking when she's on a date with
exactly
him.
हाँ वो सही है मतलब it makes sense है.
Okay.
Because imagine if you do like dinner and drinks and you're like,
हाँ,
this is a
बहुत
very
लंबा
lamba
time
plan,
है,
and then
exactly.
if you turn out to be like this blue lady, this blue lipstick lady,
हाँ जो है.
who's a creep, or like you know, then same thing with like coffee or whatever. I think like nighttime dates are anyway like nicer than daytime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agree.
At least initially.
Makes sense,
So
yaar.
I think a really good one is like a bar.
So yeah, guys,
Dating
out-
advice प्रगति.
yeah, try out Pragati's recommendation.
नहीं नहीं भाई वो रेड फ्लैग के कार्निवल मेरे घर से ही शुरू होते हैं.
Snehil, what's your recommendation?
Oh yes. Again, because this episode is on dating and love and
Love.
I don't know whether we talked
Love.
about love. Okay,
Oh.
sorry. Anyway,
Yeah.
so my recommendation. So
didn't.
me being, मतलब I have always been थोड़ा ऐसा old soul types कि तभी ना मैंने बोला रिलेशनशिप कहाँ है, हम तो डेटिंग तक ही हैं. Anyway, so my recommendation would be कुछ इश्क किया कुछ काम किया by पीयूष मिश्रा. It's a book. उसमें उनकी पहली कविता का नाम है कुछ इश्क किया कुछ काम किया. उनकी बुक का नाम भी यही है, which is inspired by फैज अहमद फैज की एक कविता. तो I think if you guys like to read and हिंदी कविताएं पढ़ना पसंद है तो you should definitely read कुछ इश्क किया कुछ काम किया by पीयूष मिश्रा. It not only covers love and अलग अलग चीजें, it covers a lot of things where he talks about history, he talks about Bhagat Singh and a lot of other things. तो I think प्यार उन्होंने सिर्फ एक लड़की लड़के का प्यार से हटके देश से प्यार, हमारी हिस्ट्री से प्यार, हमारी कल्चर से प्यार, बहुत चीज़ों को उन्होंने प्यार के अलग अलग सांचों में बताया है. तो आई थिंक कुछ इश्क किया कुछ काम
Nice.
किया should be
Interesting.
a good read for everyone. So that's my recommendation.
And that
Right.
brings us to the end of this episode.
Thanks, Zalak. Yes, that is the end of the episode. Thanks for a great recommendation, Snehil.
Thank you.
And thanks, Pragati, and thanks, Zalak, for joining us. That brings us to the end of the episode. Thank you all for tuning in, all 300 of you. And as Zalak said, hopefully we don't reach 301. So you dare tell your friends about this, okay? I'll find you and I'll yeah, you'll see what happens.
I'm going to
I'll ask for my money back.
Oh no.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. All right, see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Hey, everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On This Round is on me, Gauri talks to friend of the network Viral Jani. Viral is the EVP and country head for TimesBridge India. He tells us how his company helps marquee global brands set up shop in India. On Paisa Vaisa, Anupam talks to Sairi Chahal, CEO and founder of Sheroes, and Mahila Money. They discuss why women need a fair perspective on finance. On Think Fast, Varun and Suchita take a look at YouTube's interest in podcasting and the new super app Tata Neo. On IVM Likes, Antariksh, Snayhil and Sparsh cover all the latest movie releases from Moon Knight to RRR. On Postcards from Nowhere, Utsav traces the history of the clove and how it was smuggled across borders. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you enjoyed this show or any of our other shows for that matter, do please tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you're listening to us on. You can check us out on YouTube as well. On ivmpodcast.com/YouTube, we have a list of all of our YouTube channels. Do check out if your favorite show is available as full video. We are also doing a small listener survey to better understand how you respond to our shows and advertising on the network. We'd really appreciate it if you could spare a few minutes to fill it out. It helps us build better shows for you. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this week, SBI Life Insurance, India Water Portal, and Jupiter, a digital banking app. Thank you so much for making this possible.
You're the people pleaser, right? Oh, yes. Or then desperately seeking the one? Oh, wait, you're the one who doesn't think they're ever good enough. Oh. So much drama. And for what? Is it doing you any good? Listen to me. I'm Chetna, your favorite positive action coach. Yes, I'm the one who has been dropping all those truth bombs on every episode. Oh, no. And it's time you learn to say no to drama. That's also what my podcast is called. And a new episode is out every Monday and Wednesday on the IVM Podcast app, website, as well as all major podcasting platforms.